Today's guest is the second fighter in the upcoming Gobsmacked Perth Corporate Rumble. We chat about her days as a bikini model, her incredible sponsors, becoming a celebrant, and her thoughts on the lead-in to her first boxing match in November. So please welcome Miss Ashlee Bunney.
Yep. That's sick, man. I really hope that I get my own version, proper version of that.
Have you seen them?
At the end of this. Yeah, I've seen them, yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Very cool. Very cool. In fact, yesterday, a friend was like,
so
what happens if you win? Like, what do you get if you win? And I was like, well, first of all, bragging rights. Second of all,
the belt should be number one.
And they were like, oh my God, what do you mean the belt? I'm like a full proper boxing championship belt.
And
sent him a photo.
They're real.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah. It looks hilarious when it's like, because on some of the guys, like, it looks like it fits them perfectly, but on some of the little girls are like hanging off them.
There is, I know it is sought after, and I know there's a lot of people that even like as soon as they finish, I think it was Marnie did it. She wore, where the hell are these photos? She wore the belt, or like she went up and got changed and then came down.
Oh, so did she get changed into like her dress and then still have the belt on?
Yeah, still have the belt on all night.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that's
so many.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You've got to milk it.
Oh yeah, I think Jackie Todd hasn't taken hers off yet either. She's loving it.
Showering it.
All right. Anyway, they're in there. Fuck it. Let's go.
Stop it. I see some tabs of mine up there. He's doing his research.
I know. Thanks. I remember the questionnaire I sent you just so I can do a bit of research. Did you reply?
No.
Big surprise. I was going to start off the first thing.
I thought it said we didn't need to reply, but just to think about it.
Yeah. Well, that was the second part. If you want to do a second part, you can reply.
Yes,
it doesn't matter. I'll incorporate it all into one here.
You know that I'll be here for a second.
I'm putting it all in one. I'm only giving you, considering you're 15 minutes late today. Oh, there you are. Jeez.
Yes.
Look at you.
Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. Wait. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
oh, yes, I did. Look, I commented on it. Yeah, look. Yes, epic. I'm very glad that I went to that one just to see how it all works. Like, I was very familiar with it, just sort of watching it happen on Instagram and stuff the last 18 months or so. But, yeah, to go there and just see the logistics of it all, it takes a lot of the unknown out of the night itself. So, good call. And it was just a lot of fun.
Is that the first one you've been to?
Yeah.
They are something else, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, the production quality was just,
World-class.
It's world class, like it really is. It's worth every cent for sure.
I just can't believe it's turned into what it has. After seeing photos of it, say about 3-4 years ago, I still remember the first conversation I had with Glenn when he mentioned that they were going to do it. It's probably back in 2016, and I thought, it's great. It's it'd be great to see you do it. It'll be a great event. I thought it was going to be once or twice, but no, it has just gone from strength to strength.
Yeah.
And 2 a year.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
It's a lot. Like the work, I can't even imagine the work that goes on behind the scenes. I mean, I guess the last month or two I've had a glimpse into it just from, chatting to them about me being in it. But yeah, I mean, trying to manage like 30 odd people and just everything else that goes into an event like that.
And there's a lot of strong personalities there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you need that too.
You being one of them. Tell me this. The first thing I was going to ask you is, would say taking the belt and winning on a night like that, would that compare at all to being
oh God, what are you going
to being in the crazy, sexy, cool
God.
Miss Endless Summer model competition 2013?
Oh, you've dug right back into the archives.
How's that?
That is only fan style. That's a good shot.
You were before your day back then.
That was, oh my God, that's nearly a decade ago.
I think I got a couple of them here as well.
Haven't aged a day.
There's another one. How'd you go with all this anyway? Look at that. Just lounging on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. God, look at that. But do you know what I'm excited about?
Tell me what you're excited about, Ash. Being on time, because that didn't happen. What else are you excited about?
The party don't start till I walk in, Brad. Look, I'm excited. See, I've always kind of coasted on having a good metabolism and good genes and stuff, but never been very fit or strong, and I'm already starting to get some actual like definition and stuff now, only 2 weeks in. So I'm very excited to see what that old bod can look like when I'm actually trying. But yeah, no, that was a really fun day, just lolling around on the beach.
Which beach is that? Out in Perth?
Yeah, Perth. Like maybe it was like North Beach-ish, maybe Mullaloo.
There's more.
Oh my.
There's
Facebook,
more.
Brad.
Look at that. How old are you there?
Brad.
That took me ages to find that. I had to go through so many.
Gee, my digital footprint is coming back to haunt me.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, 2013 again. So, 9 years ago? I'm 35 now, so 25, 26. That's hot. That's a hot photo, I will say.
You reckon? I'm not judging. Anything I say here is going to be deemed inappropriate, so I'm not going to say.
But look, okay, that look in my eye, that is what I'm going to be looking at my opponent with on the night. That means business.
What, too much mascara?
That is attitude. That is, I am going to get you.
You're going to have the 90s belly button ring happening as well?
Yeah, I don't have that anymore. I did take it out. I used to have a nose ring as well.
Do you know I've got one?
A belly button ring?
Yeah, I do. I've had a competition running for how many years? I will show you in a sec. I've had a competition running with one of my mates, and when I have a bet, I go all in with the bet, and it's coming up to, oh Jesus, it'd be about 24 years. Who can roll with it the longest? I'm dead serious. See?
It looks better than mine.
I know.
Do you have a tramp stamp as well?
No, I do not have any tattoos. 24 years.
Up your game.
Played the long game here. 24 big ones. How's that? I'm not proud of it. My wife hates it, but she knows. She knows how I am
she's
with
still married
competition.
to you.
Yeah, I know. She knows how I am with the competition.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, that was what I was getting into. That was a different time. Like, do you remember the days of FHM and Zoo magazine and all that?
Yeah.
How did you get into this Crazy Sexy Cool? Wasn't that an album by TLC?
Something like that. Yeah. Well, Crazy Sexy Cool used to do like bikini modelling, bikini comps and stuff like that. I didn't actually sort of work with them in that way, but that was just sort of like a photography competition thingy. People vote and stuff. But yeah, you're right. It's just not really the done thing anymore.
No. Do you remember that?
Women aren't objectified as much as what they were. Nowadays, people can choose. Well, people still choose to get photographed like that, but it's more like posting it themselves and profiting off it, monetizing it. And good on you. No regrets. I had a ball doing all that sort of thing, and it wasn't just those sorts of photos I did. But yeah, bit of modelling. I did some really, really cool, fun stuff, really different out there stuff at that time. So
it's different with making money off it nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah. I've thought about it sometimes. I'm sitting there at work and I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? When you hear some of the sums that some people are making, and here I am posting it for free.
Should I turn that mic? I'll still turn it off. I was talking to a lady who does OnlyFans not long ago, and she was like being honest with us. I'll mention her name. She doesn't mind. Her name's Lily Fox, and that's not a real name. That's a stage name. And she was explaining it to me exactly what they do, and yeah, they are making some of the amounts that they do post. That's actually what they're making for what they do. She loves it. Like, people go, I love it, but they don't love it. I think she actually enjoys it. She enjoys doing what she does. Anyway, she's a spot on lady. Hopefully she's going to come in here for a chat and explain it all to me one day. Yeah. But no, she's great.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, I think it's empowering. I think, if you can profit off. Well, that's the thing. We've all sent photos to people in different forms and posted different things, but if you can be making money from it.
I don't think I have.
Neither.
Oh,
I've said too much.
That's a filthy lie, straight off the bat. Well, yeah, it is different because I think there wasn't a workshop in Perth that didn't have a zoo calendar or a FHM calendar in the toilets. Speaking of calendar, Paul Onifaro.
I know Paulie. Yes, I've known him for a while.
Have you seen his calendar?
Yes.
Every single episode, I said I was going to bring up Paul's calendar. I think he's just about to shoot the next one. So, Paul Onifaro, there you go, 2 from 2.
I think it's amazing what he's doing, what they've done. I think it's definitely started a lot of conversations. I think it's great. Anything that brings awareness and sheds light on mental health, especially men's mental health, is just, amazing. So good on him.
Did you see Paul's fight the other night?
Yes.
Against Featherhands?
Yes, Jim, yes.
I think he mentioned, he did, I hope it's all right for me to say this, but he did mention he had a massive adrenaline dump there early on. Because he was focused.
Dump.
Yep.
Yes.
How do you think you're going to go with that?
I think being aware that it can happen, and it probably will happen, is a lot of it, just so that you're not really confused, being like, damn, I thought I was fit and 30 seconds in, you're dying. I do think that, I guess, the fact that I'm not a stranger to performing, being on a stage, being in front of a crowd, I'm hoping that kind of helps to keep the adrenaline on a more even keel. But, you just don't know how you're going to go until you're in it. And our coaches have said already, like, you cannot be fit enough for this fight.
Yeah.
You can't, it's like you end up feeling like you're boxing underwater very quickly into it because of that adrenaline dump. So,
6 minutes.
Yeah.
It sounds like such a brief period of time.
3 2-minute rounds. Well, 2 weeks into the training and even just sort of like punching a bag for 2 minutes, at the end you're just like, holy crap. And that bag isn't fighting back.
No, because you're tense, not wanting to get hit as well.
There's so much to it. You've got to be defending yourself against their attack while in your mind strategizing about, well, where am I going to find a gap to then go for them? You're being pushed around the ring. You're trying to push into them. It's going to be interesting.
It was some of the highest quality fighting I have ever seen.
Yeah.
For that last one. I know people are going to say, they had an extra 6 months to train or however long it was because the first one got put off due to COVID.
Yeah.
But still, these guys, even with an extra 6 months, you can get better, but everyone was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
From the start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The two little girls that started it, I could just tell as soon as they came out, I was like, oh, yep. And then they just, right from that first bell they were on. And, the intensity didn't stop. Every fight was, I couldn't look away. It was, they really set the bar high, to be fair.
It was so exciting, the whole night. And the spacing between the fights as well. I think I brought this up before. It's just done so well. Because I remember my dinner took me, I don't know, probably 2 fights to eat. I don't normally eat quickly because, but I couldn't almost look down at my plate. I think I'm
blink and you'll miss it. Yeah.
I think I'm too invested in people. Not too invested in people. That sounds bad, but I think I get too worked up.
But you doing this, you know all the fighters pretty much, so you do know them personally, and that does make your interest rise for sure.
It makes it hard because when I know 2 people. After sitting down with them for a long time, because a lot of these people I did mention both, did speak to both of them, like Jackie and Josie, Marnie and Jess, and that one there between Courtney and Megan the Stallion, that one there, it almost breaks your heart to watch someone lose. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it as not losing, but coming second.
Or
runner-up, because I'm just trying to not, I really want to win. And I have the intention and belief I can win, but also there's a massive chance I'm not going to win. So, I don't like the word losing because just doing this, just having the thought of wanting to do it in the first place is winning in my book.
Massive, massive achievement to actually be able to get in the ring and hold it together. I couldn't do it. I could get in the ring, could not hold it together. Nah. I can barely hold it together on the table.
Yeah.
So I get really cold as well. Just before the fight, I get really. I think I got problems. Yeah. I know I got problems.
Well, that's your fight or flight response coming in.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. That sounds terrible.
Imagine the boxers. That's the thing. You're at the mercy of your body and your hormones, and you can't control that. I guess all you can do is just try and use them to your advantage and breathe through it and employ any other tactics that you've got. But, yeah, look, you just have to kind of surrender, I think.
Do you think about it a lot?
Yeah.
Too much? That's unavoidable,
I don't think. I mean, it's taken up a lot of my bandwidth the last couple of months, and it will until it, because I'm in at 100%. Like, yeah, I do really want this. So, yeah. And I'm into, manifestation, visualization, like all of that stuff. So,
nice.
yes, I, am using those sorts of things. Yeah, it is on my mind a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Anyway, should we actually get into this?
Absolutely.
Let's get into this thing. Firstly, yeah, I won't bring up the fact you were late, but the fact that you have absolutely draped yourself, you are dripping in Wolfie gear. Is that how you say it, Wolfie?
Wolf. The Wolf Pack.
The Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Major sponsor of Ashlee Bunney for the upcoming PCR9. Gobsmacked PCR9.
Also, Mud-X drilling fluids have also come into the Bunny team.
Really?
For lack of a better word.
Everyone wants to be part
I've
of
got
it.
two backing me, which is
double
very
sponsor.
humbling. Yeah.
Mud-X.
Yes.
Tell me about Mud-X. I'm keen.
So I work in the drilling industry. I work for a drilling parts manufacturer. I've worked in recruitment before, and also for a drilling contractor. So both of my sponsors, Mud-X and Wolf, are in the industry. Both guys I know personally. I approached them and they said, yes, we'd love to. So Mud-X are drilling fluids, also known as drilling mud. So they're products that, are used in drilling to help sort of carry the cuttings up from the hole that they're drilling, to carry it up, keep the drill bit cool, etc. I'm sure they'd be able to explain it a lot more technically than me. And then, Wolf Recruitment in drilling, mining, engineering, oil and gas, IT. And, they've only been up and running since late last year, early this year, and they're, already doing very, very well. So
who is it from Mud-X that gave you the big tick? Drop a name here.
Dave Williams.
Dave-o.
Dave.
The big D.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've known Dave for a few years.
Dave.
Absolutely awesome guy. And, I'm just really appreciative, because it's not that easy to get people to give you money, even if it's for something like this and it's charity and it's this and it's this. Like, they have to see the value in it and
definitely,
and see some sort of ROI. And I didn't expect them to say yes just because they know me.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really humbled and chuffed that they did say yes.
It is a big call for someone. I'm not just talking about financially, but also actually to put your name against someone. So, they must have a fair bit of respect for you.
Well, and look, you're bringing up my Facebook now. Someone that isn't afraid to post stupid shit online as well. So, they may live to regret it.
I'm actually more trying to find, where is the promo you did for this? You did a promo in the park or something.
Oh, yeah, if you keep scrolling down a bit. Yes, that's
there it is. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this bad boy.
Perth Corporate Run on November 5th and is seeking your company's sponsorship. A lot of my friends have said that they're jealous that they won't be the ones punching me in the head. So if this sounds like something you'd like to get behind,
so flexible.
please see the caption or slide into my DMs.
Very good.
The funny
is that
thing
what sold it for you?
Yeah.
Did you have a professional crew doing that, or was that just...
See, the funny thing is, I didn't even film that specifically for this. I did that last year. I was just out on a walk, and I was walking across the oval, and it just sort of came to me. And so I just did that, just like being an idiot, like being kind of a fitness influencer parody kind of thing. So I had that video in the archives, and I thought, oh, hang on, I'm going to whip that out for this one.
Multi-use.
Just showing potential sponsors what a fine athlete I am. So
I know. Do you know the fact you have no phone in that cover you got there?
I know, because the smoke and mirrors of social media. My phone was propped up because I was on an oval with nothing around, and how was I going to prop up my phone? So I found a stick. So I had my phone propped up against a stick, and it was just me running around on the oval at like 5 p.m, broad daylight, and no shame.
You were just worried here that I'm going through some of your photos, what I'm going to pull up next?
No, I think everything is pretty much sort of PG.
Yeah, anything that I did look for a while. I thought there must be something. I'm going to have to find something here, but I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. What I did was I found all the modelling stuff, but that was it. We've already gone through
Yes,
all that.
listeners, I just want to preface this by saying that when I first walked in and we first started just chatting, Brad did delve back into like 2013 and
I'll
found
put that up.
some interesting photos of me back in my young
Crazy, sexy, cool days.
hurt days.
I'll put it in. Don't worry. Jeez. I will find something. I will bring
I
up
have
something.
nothing to hide.
You have an unhealthy obsession with merkins. What the hell is it with you and merkins?
You know, Brad, the fashion.
Tell me.
Oh, God, there is a pattern.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, he just accidentally liked a photo of me with seaweed coming out of my...
I'll put this up. So they can see it. So see what I'm talking about. Jesus.
Show and tell. Okay, so the explanation here is that the fashion over the last however many years is for women to get rid of their pubic hair. And sometimes when you've done that, you just want to experience what it's like to have it back again. And so you find whatever products available.
A clump of seaweed. Jesus.
Yeah, and look, that wasn't the first time I've had crabs, Brad.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't need to know that. That's quality. That really is.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Won't make that mistake again.
I don't want to know. Tell me the reasons. Jesus, we have been gasbagging for a while. You're not going to be.
How are your editing skills?
They're great. I had Courtney O'Connor in here a few months back. You can't beat her.
Yes, I know. She did like over 4 hours.
Yeah, you're the Courtney O'Connor of PCR 9. Gobsmacked PCR 9. Gobsmacked, sorry.
Funny thing is, I've been chatting with Courtney the last few weeks and
non-stop?
I told her last night that, I was going to sort of go for her record, and she said that I'm the only one that she would allow that to happen. If it was anyone else, she's going to cut a bitch. So... Shout out to you, Court.
Jesus. Courtney's in a different league. She is unstoppable. Tell me the reasons, getting back onto actually why we're here today.
The Perth Corporate Rumble. Yes.
Tell me, that's coming up in about 40 days. 40 days.
Okay.
Is it 40?
Who's
it's about 40. I think it's about 40.
Okay.
It's not long.
Yeah, it's like 5.5 weeks. We're already about 2.5 weeks into training. It's insane.
That is madness. Tell me the reasons behind your application.
Yeah, so
Tell me.
It first came into my sphere about 18 months ago when a guy I used to work with, Luke Pember, did it, I think it was mid last year, and I watched his live stream of it, and I was just like, I could do that. And I don't really know why I thought I could do that, because I've never done anything like this. I'm notorious for not being very fit or athletic. In fact, my school friends call me the sporty one.
You spend so much time down at the beach in those photos.
Well, I might look half fit, but I'm really not. So they call me the sporty one in a very ironic way, because I'm absolutely not. But now I actually am the sporty one of that group.
Really?
I applied for the next one, didn't get through, applied for the next one, didn't get through, and then this was the third time, and I'm doing it, it's happening.
There's a lot of applicants.
Yeah. It's just, I've always wanted to do something that would hold me accountable to actually get fit and strong and see what my body can do. And I mean, look, to be fair, the pomp and circumstance of it all does appeal to the performer in me, but I just think it's a massive sense of achievement and accomplishment.
Massive.
Win or runner up, like it's just huge for me, and it's something that I want to do for myself. Yeah,
has this sunk in?
A little bit, but I probably won't actually sink in probably until a good week or so after the actual fight, because I guess it's already crazy madness training now. It's just going to get more intense leading up. The night itself is going to be an absolute blur. I know that. I'll be dead for a good few days after, and then I'll probably really understand sort of the magnitude of what I've done.
With the event that you went to in the start of September, which is only a month ago, or less than a month ago.
Yeah.
When you went there, did you go there just to enjoy it and have a good time, or did you really focus on what the boxers are going through leading into it?
Both for sure. I went to keep a really close eye on proceedings and just so it wasn't unknown. So I sort of understood the logistics of it all, how it works, all the things. And
so you were aware that there was a chance that you were going to be part of the next one and actually take it in?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was already in. I was already in the squad at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember talking to me on the night? I did come up. Glenn introduced us.
Oh, yes.
You were singing. You were with your mate and you had your phone up above your head singing, taking videos. Oh, geez. I must have made a great first impression there. I did look different. Hang on. I did look very different.
A couple of shampoos up my belt. Oh, stop.
I
You
know.
scrub up all right.
I know.
Jesus.
Pretty good looking.
Wow.
Something weird with those photos. Why does my left eye look about a foot lower than my right?
It's just the angle of your head, hun.
I think so.
Yeah. You are perfectly symmetrical, though.
I don't know. It looks weird. And that's my beautiful wife that came with me.
She is gorgeous.
It's great.
You are punching.
I know.
I am punching at the moment, but you are also punching.
Prior to this training fiesta that you're having now down at Anarchy, have you had any boxing experience prior to this?
When I found out I was in the squad, I started doing some boxing skills classes at a different gym.
Whereabouts?
At Ring Fit.
Ring Fit?
In Rivervale. They've now moved to a much bigger premises in Belmont.
Where is? Oh, is that the one down at the Belmont Shopping Centre?
It's semi-close there now, yeah. Before it was just like sort of Rivervale, Burswood kind of.
Yeah, it's just up the road.
Yeah.
You live over that way?
I'm in Midland.
Midland,
yeah.
Whoa.
So everything's like half an hour from Midland. In the sticks.
Quality.
I like to call Midland part of the Golden Triangle of the East.
Midland has the potential, this is my opinion, Midland has the potential to be an incredible suburb, honestly, because it's got the history, it's got Guildford, it's just got all of that there, it's got access east, it's not far to the city.
Airport, yeah.
Yet everything's good there.
Swan Valley, yeah.
But it just struggles.
Look, it's come a long way in the last sort of 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
See, I grew up in the hills up in Glen Forest, so Midland was kind of always the big smoke. So it's kind of only appropriate that I've settled there now. I mean, I really enjoy it. I like living there. It won't be forever, I'm sure, but it suits me now. And apart from, doing a few boxing skills classes, I think just living and walking around Midland and avoiding being stabbed is actually very good boxing training. Have you had plenty of use of that Gobsmacked mouthguard? Shout out to Jade and Rob. Yes, so I've had mine for about a week now, so I have been wearing it in training. And walking around Midland just in case? Yeah, hand strapped? Pretty much. Absolutely, yeah. It's not that bad, Midland. No, it's like you said, it's got a lot of history, a lot of culture. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some dodgy parts, of course, and dodgy things happen, but the same things happen in Peppermint Grove, so. Jeez. Have you got any injuries? You supporting any early injuries? Okay, look, so my thumb is looking I saw that photo. What happened now? There? So I don't know. I just bruised my thumb last week. It was looking very gnarly end of last week. But I bruise like a peach though, and it lasts for weeks. So it's better now. That's fine. But my right wrist now has sort of been a bit tender the last couple of times. So I've actually got a physio appointment this afternoon just to make sure that I haven't done anything. And I think it just needs to be conditioned. It's just not used to punching. And, I mean, my body isn't used to doing all the things that I've been doing. So it just needs to toughen up a bit. But, I just want to make sure I haven't got any niggly things already. From what I hear, I have zero boxing experience, wrist problems are the issue. Because, especially in guys, because they go way too hard on the pad straight away and they've got gloves and they'll hit it and it'll buckle the wrist. Yeah. So. Yes, and this is why wrapping your hands and your wrists are super important. And, yes, I don't think my wrapping skills were completely up to scratch. But, I've been taking a lot more care the last couple of times. So, fingers crossed that it's all good. Is that a bruise on you? Yeah, see, and I've got bruises all over my legs. Yeah, that cliche about women always being covered in bruises. It's not a cliche. Like, it is my real life anyway. So, I look forward to seeing what I look like after my fight because, yeah, I am a peach.
Jeez.
But I don't feel it. I've still got a bruise on my thigh from PCR, and that was 3.5 weeks ago, and it's kind of still there. I don't remember. I must have banged it on a table, but I don't remember doing it.
On the dance floor, maybe.
So I'm just that tough, man. I'm that hard.
Unstoppable, some say.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard from down there.
Absolutely.
So you play any current sports, or what do you do? Like, you a normal gym goer?
No.
No gym? Besides your round 9 boxing?
Yeah, no. I mean, I've always been a bit inconsistent with exercise. And by exercise, I mean just like going for a bit of a light walk or whatever. But yeah, no. This is definitely the most physical activity I've done the last 2.5 weeks. But I've been enjoying it, and I'm surprised that my body hasn't been more sore than it has been. I think our bodies are very resilient and they get used to things very quickly. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what I look and feel like by the time the fight rolls around.
Because I have seen you do some training. You have...
Here we go.
What?
TikTok.
Just saying you're dancing.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Honestly, what is this?
I am a professional twerker. Shout out to Perth Twerk. Chloe and Nia. Yeah.
At DPA. What's that?
That's Dynamic Performing Arts in Osborne Park. But yeah, it's Perth Twerk is the company that runs these classes. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I have been doing some other training.
Who is that?
Leah.
I won't even say. No, hang on.
So clearly I have been doing some training leading up to this. I did my first twerk class.
Jeez,
back in like Feb or March, and I've done a few 4-week terms of it. It's a lot of fun. Yep. You should join.
Twerking.
There's been guys in a couple of our classes, and they're always very welcome.
No, that's not for me. That's shorter than I was looking at it before. You got a second one? No, I thought. Some of these those pants riding right up there.
Oh yes. That's
a different it's a different type of fitness.
You need to be able to feel the jiggle though, so you can't wear anything that covers you up too much or is too restrictive because you need your ass to bounce and jiggle. So.
Yeah, I can guarantee you will never see me in one of those classes.
Well,
it is quite popular though, isn't it?
Never say never.
No, I will say never. Okay, this is going to be fascinating here. Your current dietary habits, have they changed at all now that you are training like an absolute champion?
I've definitely been eating more because my appetite has increased because of all the physical activity. Plus, I've been very aware that I need to be fueling my body for said exercise. So
and recovery.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, I mean, my diet has always been pretty good. Like, I'm not a super clean eater kind of person, but it is something I do keep in mind. Protein, my protein intake has definitely been more, making sure I'm eating something or having a smoothie or something prior to training sessions as well. And just like giving things a second thought. Like I will just sit there and inhale a whole block of chocolate, like no problem, like in one go.
Fine.
Like you read the serving size and it says like 8 or 10 and I'm just like, that's cute. I will not even breathe and it's gone.
Just inhale it.
But
not even chew it like a duck.
I haven't
seen a duck eat.
I haven't
That's
done that
else.
since I started training because I just think, is it worth it if I'm putting in all this effort and energy and it's something that I really, really want? Why wouldn't I do everything that I can to help myself? So, yeah.
Have you noticed any changes in weight?
The first week I lost like 1.5 kilos, but I think that was probably just because I was sweating so much. It's stabilized now. I do think I've already started to like put on a little bit of muscle. There's
nothing wrong with putting on weight.
Some more definition there. I mean, I've said that because I'm starting on quite a low level of strength, fitness, skills, any improvement is quite noticeable. So it is heartening and I can feel my fitness and strength as well, like every session. Ben and Nigel like to make us run up and down the hill
that hill.
outside Anarchy Gym.
I do know that hill. I've done it once.
Thanks, Glenn, for opening a gym right on a hill. I don't know if that was deliberate or not, but anyway. Look, so whenever we've done that, I mean, I've been dead last every time, but every time I've done it, I've felt better. And and as they say, the only person you're trying to beat is, yourself. And what you did yesterday or last time. So definitely keeping that in mind, and it's good.
I think it is. You got to remember how things were when you first started, and that hill run's a perfect example. Is you do it right at the start, and then you do it at the end, and it's like two different people. So I think if you go day by day, it's hard to monitor or to actually recognise the changes. But you go over a couple of months, and this is an intense 8 weeks, and you think about the progress you can make in 8 weeks. Imagine if you just did it like it became part of your lifestyle. Imagine that.
I mean, I'm definitely hoping that at the end of this I will be, quite fit and strong and won't be wanting to maintain it. I mean, maybe not at the level and intensity of what this training camp is, but that I will be like, no, I don't want to lose this tone and this strength and this fitness that I've got, because that would be a bit of a shame and a bit of a waste. Hopefully I'll be motivated enough to keep doing some sort of regular activity anyway.
Jeez. How have you gone with the alcohol intake?
I'm not much of a drinker anyway. I haven't been for a long time. So, that's not an issue at all.
No dramas?
No. I know some of the others will probably be struggling with that, and it's a lot more noticeable for them. But, that's not a thing for me.
That's a good thing.
Mine's just the whole blocks of chocolate.
That is a good thing, because I didn't realise how reliant some people were on that 1 or 2 after work each day.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a drinker at all. I probably would have 2 or 3 a month, if that. I only had a couple at the last PCR. But some people were enjoying it, and they deserved it. They put in the work, so they deserve it.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any mental changes?
I guess mindset, and I've been on a bit of a self-development journey the last 18 months around not relying so much on like external validation and having more like self-belief, self-love, etc. A lot around mindset. So I feel like I was coming into this pretty strong in that way. But look, it's a massive challenge in every way. And I feel confident, I believe I'm going to smash training, and I believe that I can win my fight.
One thing I did notice about you, and this is hard for me to say something nice about you, because it just doesn't come naturally, is I was on your TikTok. I went through that and had a look. Your TikTok is very funny, don't get me wrong. But the fact that you give off this impression that other people's opinions isn't high on your priority list. Like you're not someone that's just going to do stuff to piss people off. But I reckon it's great. And as much as I can't stand TikTok, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. The confidence that it seems to give people and the stuff that they do on TikTok, I'm just like, you guys, the balls that some of these people have to put this stuff online and to be completely comfortable with it, and good on them.
Yeah.
And your stuff there, some of this stuff is very funny. And I know that I don't think any of these photos that you put on here do you justice, or they're not complimentary, but it seems like you've embraced that.
The funny thing is, and that's something else that I've been delving into lately as well. So, I mean, a lot of this, I've been performing in different ways, like from quite a young age. And I guess now with social media being the way it is, yes, I'm very active on there. I like sharing things, sharing my thoughts, and
I'll just scroll up so I don't have to keep watching you twerk in that top corner there.
Sense of humour, all the things. But you'd be lying if people didn't do it for external validation, though. Because if I posted something and it didn't get any views, any likes, any engagement, anything, I would definitely be like, So it's funny that I know that I do put on a facade of super confident, super sure of myself, all the things which I am, but then there's also this like little girl in me that just wants people to say, good job, well done, you're doing great, sweetie. And yeah, so that's what I've been trying to work through, is not relying on that external validation and to give it to myself. So yeah, it's been a funny balance between trying to work through that and honour that. And also then when I do post stuff, making sure it's for the right reasons, and it's because I want to share my thoughts, my sense of humour, my talent, whatever it is, to make people laugh or to bring joy, but not to be validated as such. So it's been interesting realising this about myself for sure.
I think you are right there. You probably are more right than me then, in the sense of you do it just to be yourself, but also there is that little bit of validation that is needed.
Yeah.
If you enjoy doing it though.
I do, and it genuinely brings me joy. So yes, of course, there's the show pony in me that like wants to show people this, but the creative process of coming up with a concept, writing a bit of a script, if that's what I'm doing, filming it, executing it, editing it, posting it, engaging with it once it's live and stuff, like that does bring me joy, because the creative process in that is huge. But yeah, I mean, it is also me putting on a huge facade and wanting the world to see me in a certain way. And it's...
How do you go with negative comments?
I don't really get too many, to be honest. But if I ever TikTok is a breeding ground for like toxicity and just trolls. But and so
Are you
I've
on
had
Twitter? Twitter
No,
is something else. That is just that is so savage.
I think if you get trolls and haters, that's a good thing. And you know what? If I have gotten anything that's less than complimentary, I just reply and I'm like, thanks for the engagement. Because
nice. Give it back to them.
You've gotten under their skin in some way that they are going to take the time and effort to write a comment about you. And you know what? That's flattering. Yeah, I've always sort of had this thing where it's like one of my worst fears is people being indifferent to me. Like I would prefer to be liked, but then also there's some sort of joy that comes out of being disliked, because I mean, clearly I don't mind being a bit controversial or a bit polarizing. So I think if people are on either end of the spectrum, you've kind of done your job. Whereas if someone's just like, take her or leave her, that to me is a bit of a...
That's worse.
That's a bit of a kick. I'd be like, I prefer you to hate me.
It's actually quite an effort for someone to comment with what's out there. It'd be so easy just to scroll past something and never come back. To actually take the time, stop,
yes, have
a go at someone. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But then you also got to...
Why are you so obsessed with me?
I know. I just can't get enough.
Legit.
I can't get enough of that sweet songbird voice of yours that I could hear in there. I think someone once told me, that was brilliant, is they said, I think it's a quote of someone. I don't know who, so I'm not going to mention her name, whose name it is. But they said that everyone wants to be loved by everyone. But they said that you could be, I think they're talking about a peach. Could be a peach. They said you could be the ripest,
the juiciest peach in the world, and somebody won't like peaches.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was that just sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
There's always going to be someone that doesn't like it. And 99% of the time it comes down to jealousy, I reckon.
Yeah, this is it. Well, and the other thing, it's like you can't expect everyone to like you, because do you like everyone?
Nah.
No, you don't. So
like anyone.
I mean, I'm all about authenticity, and I guess I say that after saying, I guess I've built this sort of curated version of myself over the years that I kind of want the world to see me as, but at the same time, I do value like just being genuine and authentic, just exactly who you are as well. And that is going to attract your tribe. Like your vibe attracts your tribe, but it's so true. So just do it. Post it, like just, be yourself, because your people will come into your orbit and you'll repel people that aren't for you, which is what you want, because they're not for you. So why would you want them hanging around?
No, and everyone's everyone's got a taste, an acquired taste, and you will be the funniest person on earth to someone, and you will also be the most unfunny person to someone. Unfunny,
It's
a word.
Yeah, no, it's subjective. Absolutely.
Well, I've had death threats
Oh,
through huge. I know. I don't care. Like, I actually don't care.
that is like the ultimate compliment.
Yeah. Someone, two guys actually, because I won't go into too much of what we do, but we were basically predicting who was going to win these UFC fights, and I do give guys a lot of. I do get into some guys trying to be sarcastic and funny, but I wasn't this time, and I just said I don't think this guy's good enough. I think he's going to lose, and from that I got death threats from Poland. Polski, all that way from Poland. Thank you. So I see how small some things can be to set people off and to really tee off on you.
Was it a man?
Yeah.
You know what men have?
Yeah.
The audacity.
Oh, the audacity.
And also men will do anything rather than go to therapy.
Not all men.
Not all men. Not all men. Not all men. No, not all men.
Nah, because it's so much easier just to make it someone else's fault, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So much easier. It's so easy. It's so much cheaper as well. That's it. Whatever you do, don't own up to any of your own faults. Don't admit to anything. Just make it someone else's problem. It's the man way. That's what I do. That's what I do. I don't do that. My wife wouldn't let me do that. Anyhow, how the hell do we get onto this? Anyhow, I like what you're doing. I think it's quite funny. There was one. I'm not going to watch that video again. That's you from the.
Yes, that was me at PCR a few weeks ago doing a transition. In the TikTok world, that's called a transition.
Transition.
Right? Yes.
I'll be honest.
Pretty good.
You look. Yes, you do. You look very. What's the most non-offensive,
I scrub up all right.
See, even the word scrub. Okay. You come across.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
Don't. YouTube will take me down to copyright bloody YouTube. And Wikipedia. Jeez, I got banned from Wikipedia. Jeez, they don't have a sense of humour, those guys there. I think you look very nice there. The necklace is questionable. I don't know where you pulled that thing from, but that's just my opinion. I'm definitely not a fashion
It's fashion,
fashionista.
Brad. Look it up.
Okay. All right. Jeez, have you got... We're actually moving on here now. You're not going to beat Courtney.
God damn it.
You're not going to beat the spicy disaster today. Any fears or concerns about the event itself?
Not the event, just the fight itself. Yeah. But I think you need to have a healthy amount of fear going in because you could get hurt. Like you can't be that cocky that you think you're not going to get hit and you don't need to try and defend yourself or whatever, because you absolutely can. And yeah, there's only 6 of us girls in this squad, so it's slim pickings, but they're all, yeah, I mean, they're all warriors, and going up against any of them, yeah, you need to be a little bit scared and use that to your advantage, though.
The matchups are done extremely well in the sense of you guys are so closely matched by the end of it. When you guys get in there, it can go either way. And I think it does all come down to who can handle that pressure. Yeah,
the pressure and, that adrenaline dump that we spoke about, that's a whole other thing and kind of something you can't really prepare for either. You just kind of have to be aware of it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just so unknown, and I guess, like I said, I have the intention and belief I can win, but I'm also very much aware that I only have control over my own preparation, training, diet, sleep, all the things. A massive part of the fight is my opponent, and I don't have any control over what she's doing or what level she's at, what her coach has said to her, like, that's all unknown. So all you can do is control your own part of proceedings.
You guys haven't been split off into teams yet?
No. And as I said, there's only 6 of us girls, so we've been scoping each other out right from the first session because,
typical girls.
There's only
just checking each other out. Jeez. Like a nightclub.
There's only
giving each other
limited options. So, yeah, we're not 100% sure who's going to be with who, but we have sort of a fair idea. yeah, it will be interesting.
Who do you think you're fighting?
I think I'll either be against Giovanna or Anna.
I'm not too sure. I haven't met her. I have met him, but I haven't actually had a chance to chat to him.
Yeah, nothing confirmed. We don't know. We're just, I mean, we've all been... Okay, one thing you never ask a woman is her age and how much she weighs. But we have been talking about that stuff right from the word go because, as we know, the weight is the most important aspect of the matchup. You need to be within 3 kilos of each other. So,
3 kilos, is that it?
Yeah. So that's a huge factor. That's, I mean, the most important factor. And then after that, ability, experience, age, height, all those other things. But it's the weight is first and foremost. So it will be interesting because there's only 6, I mean, we're all praying that none of us get injured because if that happens, then if we don't find a ring in, then that fight has to be pulled.
Any of the girls from the one that we just had put their hand up again? Because I knew that a couple of them have gone back to back. I think Kyle's back, isn't he?
He is.
It's a great man, that guy. I'm so glad he's back.
Yeah, he said he got pulled in late and only had about 4 weeks training. So he's back to get back in, and I think he'll do really well. It's a massive. Yes, he only had 4 weeks, but I mean, he owns a boxing gym, I believe, so he knows what he's doing somewhat, and having the experience of already doing the fight, experiencing that adrenaline dump, all the things that will definitely give him a huge advantage. So
yeah, that's great. I only found that out the other week. He's back.
Yeah,
good one, Axeman. Great to see him back in.
Yeah, but I don't know about any. I don't know about the girls. So yeah. It's interesting. We don't have a lot of options and stuff for them to play with for the matchups. So, yeah, I don't really envy Glenn and Nigel having to do that for everyone. Because it's super important.
Oh, yeah.
We're all just hoping that we can be matched up fairly. And, yeah.
With only 6 of you, though, I'm guessing that you've all not become close, but you're all quite supportive of each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they're all great girls, and I know I will be fighting one of them, but yeah, I don't really want to be punching any of them properly because they're all lovely and we have all bonded really quickly.
That's what I was going to ask you. How do you think you're going to go hitting someone?
I think it'd be good. I mean, the sort of the bits of sparring and stuff that we've done so far, I actually feel pretty good doing it, and I feel like, and being, I mean, ask me again once we're properly into the sparring and stuff, it might be a different story. But yeah, although I haven't done it before, for some reason it didn't feel too foreign. And yeah, maybe that's because I've survived walking around Midland, not being one punched or stabbed or anything. So maybe that's, I'm just a hard bitch.
You're conditioned.
Yeah.
You're conditioned to be on your toes 24/7.
100%.
Midland.
Yeah. So that'll definitely put me in good stead.
Have you been hit?
Not properly. Again, just sort of like the sparring we've been doing.
Do you notice it doesn't hurt as much as you think it's going to?
Yeah, I think it's more the shock of it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Everlast, WA, for our headgear and our gloves and all the things.
Have you met the guy from Everlast?
We were actually on the table with them at PCR a few weeks ago. So, yeah, I actually...
He's a quality man.
Yeah.
Is it Paul?
Yes.
I think it's Paul.
That rings a bell, yeah.
Everlast, you have got yourself a fine asset of a gentleman there with Paul. He was a delight. I sat next to him the one before. He's a great man.
Yeah.
Anyway, get back onto that.
So, I mean, all the
promo.
You've got your headgear, you've got your mouth guard, etc. I mean, yes, the whole point of boxing is to avoid being hit, but it is inevitable. We are going to get hit. So, just being conditioned to the shock of it.
Do you wear a chest pad?
Yeah, Nigel did actually mention that us girls will need to get, I can't remember what he called it, but yeah, basically a booby guard. And the boys...
Is that the technical term?
Yeah, I think...
Booby guard?
Yeah, it is. So boys will wear boxers and then we'll have to protect our chesticles. I mean, you're not aiming for someone's boobs, but yes, of course, errant gloves flying and you're just trying to punch something. Yeah, absolutely. It does really hurt. I mean,
can I ask a question?
You would probably say that being kicked in the balls hurts more, but I mean, yeah, being punched in the tit isn't exactly a tickle.
That's what I was going to ask you. I'm glad you answered there because I didn't know how to answer it. Does it hurt? Because a guy getting hit in the chest doesn't hurt that much. I mean, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt that much. How is it for a female?
Yeah, it does. It hurts. It's a really like sharp pain. I mean, there's the breast tissue and stuff. It does hurt.
Okay, what a sacrifices you had to make to get into this here. Like family, friends, how are they been on the back burner while you are solely focused on November 5?
Yeah, I mean, I have been. Yeah, it has taken up a lot of bandwidth, but yeah, no, I haven't really had to sacrifice too much at this point.
Do the guys on Bumble, how are they going? Is that a thing?
Not Bumble, Hinge.
Hinge. They're all the same thing, aren't they?
Well, the funny thing is I have mentioned it to a couple and then, like, the conversation seems to die. And I just think because they feel emasculated that here's this bitch, like, punching someone.
I didn't call you the B word. I wouldn't be that disrespectful.
Yeah. So, I don't know what it is. Maybe, yeah.
Really?
Well, fuck 'em. Like I said, authenticity is key. I'm going to be honest about what I'm up to in my life, and if someone's threatened by that or whatever it is, then bye.
You honest? So people will actually be put off by the fact that you're going to do some boxing?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, guys reckon that girls don't have hobbies, and then as soon as you mention something, they're just ghosty McGhostface.
Can't stand Ghosty McGhostface. You got to avoid him. What do your family and friends think about you taking part in the Gobsmacked Perth Gob Rumble? Number 9. Gobsmacked. Everlast. Wolf Recruitment. Muddex.
Yeah, look, they're like...
Mum and Dad. What does Mum and Dad say?
They're a little bit worried about their middle child. I don't know if that surprises anyone that I'm a middle child.
Jeez,
their middle child getting in the ring and getting punched and punching someone. Like, I think they're probably a little bit, I don't know, got their concerns, but everyone's been very proud of me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very out of character just because of the nature of it, but it's also not out of character for me because I am comfortable being uncomfortable, and I do love getting out of my comfort zone. So it's not really out of the ordinary for me to be throwing myself into something crazy like this, to be honest.
Okay. Your friends? What is the posse or the entourage think of this?
Yes, well, my school friends that ironically call me the sporty one are now calling me the sporty one and actually meaning it because sort of I am the fittest at the moment. But yeah, no, they're all behind me, all very excited for me. I've got a table of friends that are coming along on the night. So
school friends?
In my high school friends.
Call
me the sporty one.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean, as I said in that sponsorship campaign video, my friends, have always said they'd love to see me get punched in the face, and I think that's a bit why. That is why, the ones that are coming on the night, that's why they're coming. It's not so much support as just to see me get laid down. So,
jeez.
Oh well.
That is rough. Well, I mean, they're coming along. It's funny. Tim said the same thing the other day. He goes, "Oh yeah, my mates are just coming to watch me cop a flogging." You don't know what team you're in. Do you have a preference? Because the two boxers, the two guys that are the head coaches, being Glenn Austin and Nigel Gross, they have a very different style. Both are very good. Both very good fighters.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
Or I probably am leaning towards Glenn and the blue team, but I would be happy to be with either. Like, as you say, they're very different approaches. But yeah, all the coaches are great. Obviously, Glenn and Nigel, and then we've got Ben and Kiari as well helping out, and they know their shit. And yeah, they've all been very attentive. Well, probably especially to me because I don't have a lot of boxing experience. So any tips that they can give about my technique and how I'm moving my body and this and that, like I've been trying to just really soak it all in because, yeah, they know their stuff.
I think Ben and Chris, I don't think they get enough credit for what they do. Those two guys, you got Nige and Glenn up front. They've got the big cardboard cutouts. It's all about Nige and Glenn on the day. But Ben and Chris, I reckon, thanks to you guys, you do a great job. Keep it up.
They're awesome.
So we spoke about your opponent. You're not too sure who that'll be.
Nope.
Now we get on to the fun stuff. I love this part. This is my favourite part. I had a list of nicknames and I couldn't find them for you. I got a lot of them. I think I've still got one written on the back of that. Is that under there? I still got that. That's my clapperboard. Yeah, there it is.
Ashlee, pain in the ass, Bunny.
Bunny.
Well,
Bunny. Is Bunny your actual last name?
It is, yeah. I've had lots of people ask me if it's like a stage name in the past, but no, that is me on my birth certificate through and through. I used to not like it in primary school because, around Easter especially, they'd be like, is your family going to be out like delivering eggs this weekend? And, when you...
Did they use that voice? Hopefully not.
8 or 9 years old, like, you just think, stop. But now it's like Bunny is my whole personality. And actually I was christened the nickname Bunhole by a good friend of mine, Evan.
That's not a great name.
10 years ago. And, yeah, Bunny and Bunhole is like, 99% of my personality now. So
what is a bunhole? Because it cornholes your mouth, isn't it? Isn't that your pie hole? I don't know. Let's avoid that. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go your nickname first. What is your nickname? You don't have to tell me.
You
do have to tell me this, but you don't have to tell me your walkout music. That's next.
I'm 99% sure I'm going to be No Bunny Business, because I was speaking to a couple of friends throwing around like no funny business or it's not funny or not even funny, just because, I'd like to think of myself as a bit funny, and also it rhymes with bunny. And then my very good friend Carrie was like, nah, fuck it, double down, No Bunny Business. And I was like, that's pretty good. So 99% sure that's what I'm going to be going with.
So that 1% chance you get something decent. I was thinking... Because Floyd Mayweather, his is money. But I couldn't Ashlee Money Bunny. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well, does it?
An old colleague of mine calls me Bunny Penny.
Bunny Penny.
Money Penny
from James Bond.
Yeah.
All right, we've still got some time to work on that nickname.
Yeah. There's just so many options. Like Bunny does lend itself to lots of different things. So
it does.
Sport for choice.
Okay, walkout music. Hit me.
Okay, funny you say hit me, because one of the lyrics in this song is hit me.
Britney Spears?
Whoomp, there it is, by Tag Team from the second Mighty Ducks movie. Now, as I said before, I'm big into manifestation and all of that, so I've actually had this song picked since late last year and I play it all the time. And it gets me pumped the hell up. And the other funny thing is, when I told Glenn that this was going to be my song, he's like, no way, one of my nicknames is Coach Bombay. So I was like, meant to be. So, yeah, this is my jam.
I'm going to have a listen. Hopefully we're not going to take it down. Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is just pure 90s.
It's just the best song, and I mean the Mighty Ducks movies are like my favourite of all time.
And the rest of us.
And I love the whole underdog concept, and I feel like I've kind of come in as a little bit of an underdog because, I'm not the fittest, strongest, most skilled yet. Yeah, so anyway, it means a lot. It is quite meaningful, and the song itself just slaps, so I can't wait to walk out to that on the night.
I've only had two of you in so far, you and Tim, but your choice of music has been outstanding. I tell you, I am going to
that walkout is the most important part of the whole night.
It's the whole thing. Yeah. It's the whole thing. And the guys that did the last Corporate Rumble, some of the music they chose, I was like, you guys are delusional. It's got all the mumble rap, all the new stuff. Yeah. I didn't know any of it. So. Okay, if I ever do fight, this is going to... Seriously, I listen to this. This gets me pumped. Listen to this, man.
I probably have. It's not one of their well-known ones, is it? Or is it? I mean, it's had 9.
I'm pumped. I'm ready to throw hands right now.
Let's
Seriously.
Go. You and me out in the car park.
That's already my song for if I ever get picked for the PCR. I'm getting pumped just thinking about that. It's such a good song.
But the song, it does need to mean something to you. Like, yes, it needs to be kind of appropriate for the event and stuff like that. But I feel like if it means something to you, and it actually will help you get pumped up. Like, that's the best way to do it, not just a song that sounds cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
I get pumped.
Yeah.
But you thought I was going to pick Wonderwall. You are delusional. You are absolutely delusional. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, so what are you expecting from the night? Tell me how you expect this night to play out?
I think I'm going to be quite nervous leading up to it. Nervous and excited though.
The time between now and then is going to go extremely fast.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes. The last 2.5 weeks have already gone by in a blink. In fact, my whole life is flashing before my eyes, to be fair, so this is really no different. But, yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. I'm expecting, nerves, adrenaline, excitement, and then just trying my absolute little heart out in that ring, trying to fight that adrenaline dump and just keep going. And in those moments where I feel like I'm going to pass away, just remember why I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that little girl in me that, that deserves to have me do something like this for us and to,
You deserve it.
Give it
Everyone
our all.
deserves it
Yeah.
that gets in there.
Yeah.
You deserve all the fame and you deserve to be those rock stars that you guys are.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Oh, yeah, and everyone has their 5 minutes of fame, absolutely. I think, regardless of the outcome, I think once the final bell goes and, the winner's announced and stuff, I think, it feels surreal at the moment. But, I do keep visualising it, and I think that regardless, I'll be very, very proud of myself. And if I am the runner-up, I'll be very, very proud of who I'm up against because, as I said, there's only 6 of us. We've already gotten pretty close, pretty chummy. So, I wish everyone could win because we're all going to deserve it after putting in all the effort that we already are and will be over the coming weeks. I just hope that no one's disappointed.
I don't think there were. Many people that were disappointed. There were a couple that weren't happy. I think a couple of the decisions were very close and didn't go some people's way. Yeah. But the one thing I hope you guys do understand is that not that you would, but some people that I've spoken to afterwards, they said they felt like they let the people down who made the effort to come, and that's definitely not the case. Like I know if one of my mates was in there fighting. And he didn't come out on top, would not bother me one bit. Yeah. The fact that you guys have got the guts to do this and you deserve, I suppose, everything that you guys get from your time in there to the party they have afterwards, which obviously gets a bit out of hand. But I hope you can enjoy. I mean, you've got 40 odd days left. I hope you can enjoy the lead into it.
Yeah, I can imagine the feeling, and at the end when everyone gets back in the ring and they get the photo and all the stuff. Everyone just looks absolutely thrilled to be there, and everyone's congratulating everyone. So I can imagine that moment would just be something that you'd carry with you for the rest of your life. It is bucket list stuff. It is once in a lifetime. So definitely. I'm really, really grateful to be doing this. Absolutely, so grateful.
And I think good on the guys that actually organise this, the guys and the girls, because they give people an opportunity. I know Glenn's obviously had quite a few boxing matches, and so has Nige, but they've given a whole bunch of people the opportunity to experience it as well in such a controlled way, like a safe way, which is great.
100%. Yeah, no, hats off to everyone in the PCR team. Everyone works tirelessly to make it happen, to bring it to life, and everyone that's seen it either online or attends it. I mean, you understand the work behind it because it's just so slick. It's seamless. I noticed that, they've got constant sort of video packages and stuff playing all night. They had footage from the weigh-in night, which was, not even 24 hours earlier. So they jump on that and they're just putting together these very slick, very professional, the audio visuals and all the things. It's just absolutely spectacular. So I'm very excited to... One, I've been there as a punter, and now that I'm actually going to be there experiencing it from the boxer's side. Very excited.
After the event, do you think you're going to keep going with boxing?
Look, who knows? I might get a real taste for it and end up at the Olympics, Brad. Who
knows? Taste for blood.
Who knows? Absolutely. But as I said, I hope that I do want to maintain some sort of level of fitness and strength after. And, who knows? There might be, just even boxing for fitness or skills classes and stuff. Who knows?
One thing, if you don't decide to do boxing after this, one thing that I got to bring up, because I've just been watching it unfold over the last few days, you have been going hard in the paint lately on your Instagram regarding this. Can you please tell me what this is? Are you becoming an ordained minister?
A minister of religion, yes, can't you tell?
I don't know. What do you call it? Whatever you call it. What do you call it?
A celebrant. Yes.
Celebrant, that's what I said.
Yes, so I am nearly finished.
Not what I said at all.
Nearly finished.
You can marry people, is that right?
Yes, so I'm nearly finished my study to become a Commonwealth registered marriage celebrant. So yeah, I've just got to finish that off, and then you apply to the Attorney General's office to be registered and authorised. That takes a few months. But yes, on Saturday I did a branding shoot in readiness of my business launching.
Is that the Pink Tank?
The Pink Tank Creative. Shout out Jessie. It was an awesome shoot. And
Ashley Jade as well.
Ashley Jade, yes. So
Ashley Jade.
Ashley is
Instagram
content creator queen, and so you can book her to capture behind the scenes footage, and she'll also create like a behind the scenes reel. I mean, this was one that I created myself from all the funny bits of the footage she got, but she will also be doing me like a more pretty one. Ashley, I've been following her online for like over a decade now. So before Instagram was a thing, she was hot into Facebook. She actually used to do bikini comps and stuff with Crazy Sexy Cool.
Okay.
Anyway, so I've been following her online for a very long time. And then a few years ago, I was just like, I was like a long time follower, never engager. So I was like, this is so weird. We're like pretty much the same age, live in the same city. I know so much about this chick and her life, but she doesn't even know I exist. So I slid into her DMs and I just said like, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. I think you're awesome. And then we struck up a bit of an online Insta friendship. And then we met for the first time in real life at that twerk class.
She twerks as well.
A month or two ago, yeah. So I influenced her for once, and so she came along, got out of her comfort zone, and yeah, so that's been fun.
So what do you actually have to go through to become a celebrant?
So you need to do the Cert 4 in celebrancy. It's a big Cert 4. I believe it's the biggest Cert 4 apart from training.
Biggest ever?
Training, apart from training and assessing. It's a lot of work. It's a big Cert. So you can do it either fully online. There's sort of a few RTOs around the place that do it. But I did it with Qualtrain. So shout out to Qualtrain and Nathaniel.
Gobsmacked.
So that was part online, part classroom. So I've done all the practical classroom components. I've done my final assessment mock ceremonies for both weddings and funerals as well. So now I just need to pull my finger out, finish the last of the online stuff, get registered, and off I go.
You'll be hosting weddings? Not hosting weddings. What do you call
Officiating.
them? Officiating weddings.
Yes.
How do you reckon you'll go?
I think I will end up...
Dangerous game.
The only regret I'll have is that I didn't do it sooner. I feel like this role, will take to it like a duck to water. I mean, I already really enjoyed the training aspect and doing the mock ceremonies and stuff. It felt very natural for me. So... yeah, I'm excited to get stuck in. Obviously, humour will be a big part of my brand and my ceremonies and stuff.
I think you'll do very well at it. I think you've got the personality to do very well. My concerns, I just want to throw my concerns out here.
Go for it, Brad.
I will. If you let me get a word in, I'd love to. Weddings, I've been to a few weddings. One I actually performed in. I did a great job. As the groom.
Oh,
jeez, there we go. Anyhow,
the world is your stage.
I know. I have seen some brides get a little bit. I don't know what the word is, but just getting. Maybe it's nerves. Maybe I'm not too sure what it is. But with your type of humour, which I do find funny. I think it's going to be very delicate at times, because if you start bringing the fire early and it doesn't go down well, it's going to be a rough day. How do you reckon you're going to go with that?
No, so the good thing about it is that you send a draft copy of the ceremony to the couple however long out from the wedding, and it's their day, it's their ceremony. So prior to you even starting to write the ceremony, you would have had a meeting or two with them. You send them a questionnaire about all the things that they want, don't want, etc. They tell you all about their love story, all the things, and then you take that away and craft a ceremony that is as per their spec and what they want. So while having a personality and a bit of pizzazz and a sense of humour is great, it's not about me. It's not my show. It's not a performance. It is about the couple and what they want. So it depends. I mean, if they want me to go full ham and make it like a freaking stand-up comedy show,
bring the fire. Great.
But, yeah, if they want a bit more of a toned-down, more romantic, meaningful thing, then I absolutely can do that as well. So you just got to work with your couple. But in saying that, as I said, authenticity is key. So if I'm branding and marketing myself as me, because I am my business, I'm hopefully only going to attract people that want that humour and the unique qualities that I would bring to their wedding. So, yeah, you wouldn't book me if you just wanted a real straight, boring 20-minute drone fest.
Nah.
So,
I suppose, you're right there with if they do some backgrounds on you as well and see the kind of stuff that you do, they'll know what they're getting.
Well, that reel that I posted last night, so the house that they hired for that branding shoot, she commented and said that she wants me to be her celebrant when her and her partner get married. And that's now I've had 4 like friends and acquaintances ask me to do their weddings, whenever they get around to setting a date and stuff. So I haven't even finished my studies yet, and I've already got 4 people kind of on the books unofficially. And that was just because I've been telling people that's what I'm doing, and I've been going hard and posting about it and letting people know, and that's all it is.
I think you'll do a great job. That kind of role suits you to a T, I believe.
You.
I don't know that. I don't know you that well, but from what I've seen, and I've seen a lot over the last couple of days doing my research.
Doing your research. I'm not a stranger to public speaking. Like, a lot of people fear that more than death, but I have always taken any opportunity to get on a microphone, including right now.
I know. Jeez, you're the first one to put your hand up. Lucky Timmy jumped in before you. He wouldn't have got a chance.
So, I can't wait.
Beautiful. All right, well, that's about it, mate.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
40-odd days out, going on about 40 days out. You are excited. I just wanted to thank you very much for spending the time, taking the time to come in here today and tell me about your lead-in to the Perth Court Rumble, Gobsmacked Perth Court Rumble number 9. I want to wish you all the best for the night. I'm guarantee I'll be seeing you there, probably both before and afterwards. And all the best with your celebrancy.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say. And, I wish you all the best for the night. And if you did ever have the urge to come back in here post-November 5, just know that you are more than welcome.
Thank you so much, Brad. Thank you again for, doing this podcast series, because
it's a pleasure.
Most people won't get a chance to be on a podcast in their lifetime, and it has been something on my bucket list, so very cool to tick that off. So thank you so much.
I'm glad I ticked that one off for you. But thanks, Ash, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.